Throughout this entire video, I realized something. I have not made a single Panic Dance reference. Now that is some serious hard work. Wait. Now you're probably looking at the title going, oh, and what in God's name is Ghost Trick? Are you going full hipster on us? The answer to that is no. You never go full hipster. You never do that. Even when everyone around you is hipstering it up, you do not let them get to you. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go listen to some indie pop before the video starts.
I love a good mystery video game. Ace Attorney has become one of my favorite franchises after all. I'm also open to others like Danganronpa, Hotel Dusk, and today's topic, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Created by Shu Takumi, you know, the creator of Ace Attorney, in 2011, this game received universal praise and became the highest selling game in Japan for a while, but has since fallen under the radar over the past 6 years. That's a real shame because this game is one of the best handheld games I've ever played and one of the best I've ever played, period. I'm not exaggerating here, this game is that good. Before I actually start the review, there's something I should say. Ghost Trick is a very story-heavy game, as well as it being a very visual game, so just by looking at certain scenes and certain dialogue of the game, it can spoil the entire game for you. So stop watching this review, go and play the game, then come back and watch this video. I mean, you should play the game anyway, I mean, what are you doing watching me, guys? I'm not funny, guys! What? Ghost Trick starts with the main character being dead. It can only go uphill from here. There's a mysterious girl in yellow and some sort of hitman by your corpse. Right before the hitman takes out the girl, you see that your dead body has some kind of burning core, and a voice tells you to save the girl by using your powers of possessing different objects in the world. This works at first a couple times, but not for long, as you're unable to save the girl. When all hope seems lost, you're introduced to the mysterious character of Ray, a desk lamp who tells you that you also have the ability to go back in time 4 minutes before a person's death to rescue them from their fate. You do this to the girl and all seems well when you come to a horrible realization. You have amnesia. Ray also decides to mention that when the sun rises, ghosts cease to exist and fade away. Knowing that you won't be able to rest in peace as long as you don't know all the details about your death, you set off on your journey, helping the yellow girl not knowing what's going to happen, all while on the time limit of death. That's really all I can say without getting into spoilers, so if you don't want the game ruined for you, like I said, go and play the game, then come back and watch this review, okay? Okay. As you move through the game, you witness several deaths that you need to prevent, learn about political conflicts, dark and tragic pasts, people who know you for some reason, and learn that a fallen meteor may have something to do with your murder. The best part about Ghost Trick is definitely its story, as it's charming, mysterious, full of intrigue, dark, and reads like a good mystery novel. The characters are also great, from the main character who Ray calls Sissel, a cute yellow girl who you learn to be known as Lynn, a cute dog named Missile who I've talked about before, and a bunch of other great characters. Fun fact number 1. Missile is named after the lead developer Shu Takumi's dog, as well as the dog featured prominently in the Ace Attorney series. I like dogs. Since this game was made by the same guys behind Ace Attorney, you can expect a lot of charm, wit, and humor. Ghost Trick has one of my favorite plots in any game, and if you love mysteries, I think you'll love this game's story too. Ghost Trick has some of the coolest looking visuals on the DS and even in video game history. Every background has so much detail gone into them that you could put them in a museum. Everything has that comic book like feel to it, which can also be seen in the character designs when they're talking. The character designs and gameplay segments are also really well done, as they take full 3D models and crush them down to fit the DS. Thanks Bradley for that information, even though we're technically not friends anymore. For something 2D and set at night, everywhere just has so much life in it. Fun fact number 2. The last fact was all I could find for interesting trivia, so if you have any, leave it in the comments. In the meantime, I'm going to continue the Red Panda storyline from top 5 favorite ice levels. Another great thing about the presentation is the sound design. Sound effects work nicely with dinging, gunshots, and even dog barks with cute Whittle Missile. Also, the soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal. The music goes all over the place, from cool and catchy to serious and dramatic to even slightly creepy and tragic. Just listen to a few of these songs and you'll see what I mean. For a game made on the sort of primitive Nintendo DS, they go all out with the presentation. Ghost Trick is a 2D adventure puzzle game. All of the puzzles involve some form of possessing objects to help you complete the objective, whether it be saving someone from death or moving to a certain location. To move around, you need to go into the Ghost world, where time stops in the real world and you can explore around it. When you're on objects, you can either examine them for information or use your ghost tricks to manipulate them. Unlike other handheld puzzle games like Professor Layton, all the puzzles are logic ones without any math or riddles, which is pretty much why I'm not a huge fan of Professor Layton anymore. That and the entirety of Last Spectre was pretty much spoiled to me. I was a stupid kid. Later in the game, Missile becomes a ghost and he gets his own powers as well. Instead of manipulating objects, he has the ability to swap two objects that look similar or have the same shape. By the end of the game, the puzzles get really ridiculous and complex, but they still feel satisfying to solve, and that's pretty much it for the gameplay. You can also talk to people like an Ace Attorney, so that's neat, I guess. Well, anyway, roll credits! I was first told that since I like Ace Attorney, I should play Ghost Trick by my arch friend Bradley, I had no idea what to expect. What I got from Ghost Trick in the end was a funny, heartwarming, dark, and intriguing experience. Even though I have some nitpicks, like with the game being a little short and the ending having one unfortunate implication which I can't get into without going into major spoilers, the game does so much right that it's easy to forget those nitpicks. It's since become one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, it's up there with Epic Mickey, Battle for Bikini Bottom, and Sonic Genera, but man, I have limited interests. If you haven't already played Ghost Trick, go ahead and play it. I don't care how you do it, whether you emulate it, you actually buy the physical copy, get it on iTunes, or you pirate it, just play it. Maybe not that last one.
Alternative Owen, and I wonder what it would be like to be a ghost in Ghost Trick.
Thank you all. Good night. Be good to each other. Have a nice ride home. We'll see you at the coffee shop tomorrow.